Patrick Kwesi is a leader, Western Nzema Youth League. They're not happy about what he said. Also, senior statesman and founding member of the NPP, also a medical doctor and a soldier, Dr. Nyahonya Otamaklo, have joined me on the phone line. Dr. Patrick, good morning and thank you for your time.
Good morning, sir.
Dr. Tamaklo, sorry. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning.
Great. Now, Dr. Patrick Kwesi, I'll start with you. What is your anger about? Because the vice presidential candidate of the NPP says his statement has been misconstrued. Maybe he has been misunderstood because he only spoke the truth. What do you say?
Good morning, Daniel, again. But the vice presidential candidate is just confirming his arrogant tag. And he feels another time to just apologize to this misguided comment, and this is why he took against Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah, everybody loves Kwame Nkrumah. Someone, former president, that the whole of this world is the man of the millennium, who's going to live around 1,000 years and over. And you take a swipe at him that this particular government is better than Kwame Nkrumah's government. We take no exception from this comment, but we think this is insulting and this is something he has to come out to openly apologize. Or you should forget about the good people of Venezuela voting for him to be our president. Because it's quite unfortunate that he spoke to this man that people have tagged you to be arrogant, you don't know how to talk. Prove them wrong. In under 2 hours, all these things. These are things we don't have to condone in this country. And Nkrumah is a primus inter pares. It's someone that we cannot compare any one of this generation to. Of course, look at what is going on here in this country now. Look at the dollar, our economic situations and everything. And because of politics of patronage, you take party politics higher than national sentiment. That is not how Nkrumah was bringing up the country. So for us, we think these are misguided comments. He should come out to come and apologize to the good people of Venezuela and Ghana as a whole.
Dr. Tamaklo, let me bring you in. You have lived through the times. You saw Kwame Nkrumah in flesh and blood. You experienced him. You have experienced presidents after that. Dr. Buzia, President Liman, Nana Akufo-Addo's father, and then also come down to President Rawlings, President Kufuor, President Mills, Mahama, and now President Akufo-Addo. Is the comparison that Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh made anything to go by?
No, let me say that it's a very unfortunate statement that has totally destroyed our party.
92.7.
Totally. And I'm surprised as I talk to you now, Akufo-Addo has not come out to say anything. Or even at least advise, the running mate to Bawumia to come out with a sensible explanation for what he said. Now, let me take you a few years back. There are people in this country far, far, far older than me. But why they don't talk, I don't understand. Maybe I'll take only Kwame Nkrumah out of them. Now, let's get to know the history of Mamuni Bawumia. That is Bawumia's father.
Right.
Let's go back there. Bawumia's father, when we had independence, belonged to the Northern People's Party. Northern People's Party. When Nkrumah took off with his wonderful projects and started developing the North, I think he saw the wisdom in what Nkrumah was doing. And he crossed carpet. Now listen to him. He was the first Ghanaian ever in our history to cross carpet. That in those days, you just walk from one side of the aisle to the other and you are across a carpet. He crossed carpet. First in our history, Bawumia. From Northern People's Party Convention People's Party, Kwame Nkrumah's party. Now, if my running mate, and I'm not interested in leading this country for anything, if my running mate makes such a statement, there are two things I will do. I'll either ask him to come out to apologize to the people of this country.
3FM
Or
92.7.
ask him to resign immediately. If he fails to resign, I will resign as the running mate for the party, as the what do you call it?
Flag bearer.
The flag bearer of the party. And I've said time and again that until we learn the culture of resignation, this nation will never move forward. Now, look at what happened recently in Britain. Look at the transition. When are we going to learn? To me, Napo, as you call him, is not arrogant. Napo has a complex. I'm now talking as a doctor. He says a doctor.
Right.
He has what we call inferiority complex.
92.7.
And I get surprised because looking at his background, it shouldn't be so. It happens. You follow me? Now, what he does, therefore, is to push his ego into the public domain and massage it. That's what he's doing. And that one, until he sees a psychiatrist, he can never, ever stop it.
I see. Doctor,
Now,
okay, sorry.
Now, I don't even want to compare Kwame Nkrumah to what he said. But what amazes me is that Akufo-Addo had been close with the CPP before. Very close.
3FM
If my memory could serve me right,
92.7.
I was then in Europe, but I know he was then in Lagos. He has been secretary of that party before. And he knows what happened when Nkrumah was removed from power. How he ran away from the country. I know a lot. It's not everything one has to talk about.
I don't get you, Doc. You said that the president, Nana Addo, at the time, while he was working for the CPP, ran away when President Nkrumah was deposed?
I say he was a student leader
3FM 92.7.
Right.
and the secretary of the Convention People's Party and on campus.
Right.
But when the coup took place, based on statement he has made before, he has to escape from this country.
I see.
If I'm lying, he should come out. With the aid of late Jake Obeche-Bilamti. I know what I'm talking about. Now, if we even come back to contemporary politics, there is no way. Nkrumah is the founder of Ghana. I'm saying it. He is the founder of Ghana and the founder of African Union, what he calls United States of Africa. And then later it was turned into African Union. So no one, and I say no one, should try and change the mind of the people. As we sit down now, Republic Day, which is the most important day in the life of this country, in the history of this country, are we celebrating it? No. On Republic Day, 1st July, I was invited to the staff agri command, office with other dignitaries. And the most experienced, and I keep on saying,
3FM 92.7.
security couple we have never had in our lifetime, Francis Poku, made it plain that the people of this country are losing interest in democracy.
3FM
That is a serious thing. I think
92.7.
these are things that they should think about.
I hear you. Let me bring in Dr. Kwesi. Dr. Kwesi, you have asked for an apology. I mean, your association or your group have asked for an apology. And you have actually called Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prepah an ingrate because you say he attended Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's KNUST that has made him who he is today. How soon are you expecting this apology? And if it doesn't come, what happens?
We're giving him 7 to 2 hours to do that. And we are very much convinced from the length of our progress in getting this done that he's going to do that. And we understand he's even in the Western region. And we are not, what we are saying is very clear, that he is not supposed to be in the Zomato campaign. We are not going to give him the necessary audience if he doesn't come out openly apologize to the good people of Nzoma. Because Nkrumah's vision for Ghana was one of unity, progress, and social justice. So is the president himself, the running mate, Dr. Bawumia himself, only from Kwame Nkrumah. His dad served under Kwame Nkrumah. So what are we talking about? So what we are saying is very clear, that NAPO has moved big time. And we have to stay away from politics of patronage and be able to put national sentiment first. Because I give credit to Dr. Nahota, even though he's a leading member of the NPP, but he's been able to say the truth. Because Nkrumah is famous in Paris. Nkrumah is certain his vision was something else. He invested heavily in education, he invested heavily in healthcare, which Napo himself has benefited. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where he studied his medicine, was the handiworks of Kwame Nkrumah. So what are we talking about? I think he has moved and he should be advised to do that, or he has to sign and someone has to replace him, or they have to forget about the Western Nzoma area of coming to canvas for vote for their campaign. So for us, it's very clear. After the 72 hours, we are going to take another step, but we are not going to let our snap down. And we are very hopeful that he's going to do the needful and apologize to the good people of Nzoma and Ghana as a whole, because his comments are very disparaging. And these are things, if we encourage, is not good for our system. We understand it's countless effort to distort history when he was education minister. Nkrumah is the founder of Ghana. If you go to Guinea, if you go to other African countries, Cape Verde and other places, you'll be amazed how they worship Nkrumah. But now Nkrumah is a prophet without honor in his own hometown. And it's very sad. And as youth group, the growing despondency from those misguided comments in Nzoma is very high. And we have to take a critical look at this. And the leadership of the NPP have to come out and put nationalism first and let him apologize to the good people of Ghana.
I see. Doc, I'll let you go, but before then, I'm sure you do know that yesterday, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh was accompanied by the Western Regional Minister and then some MPP stalwarts as well to visit the Omahin of the Wasa traditional area. I'm talking about Tetrete Okoamwa Sechim II. He received him. This is also in the Western region now, well, if you like, the Western North region, but it's all within the enclave. And you think that the chief then should have reprimanded him if what you're saying is anything to go by?
Yes, the chief should have reprimanded him on what he said. But I understand he defended himself over there too. And he said we interpreted what he said at the event. But I mean, it was a live event. And you cannot take Ghanaians for a ride. When he even said that himself, he saw that he had good emotional intelligence, let us know that he even regretted at that particular moment of comparing Nkrumah to Kufuor. So what we are saying is that we can be at the Wasa area with the regional minister, but for the Nzoma area, we have to stay away from the Nzoma area if he doesn't issue it. Because the sentiment and the despondency among the youth and the good people of Nzoma is something else. We are the holders of Ghana's businesses. The almighty Kwame in Jomo
92.7.
and in Zuma area. The Kipchu point and everything is in Zuma area.
Right.
So, and how many times have you even visited it in Zuma before? Never. As an energy minister, who supervises over our resources, and already you are adding more things to your own by saying this disparaging government comment Kwame Nkrumah. We are not going to take it lightly. If this regional minister you are talking about is not even from the region, he's an Asante man, so he's with a brother, Tom Brown. So what we are saying is that the worst is coming from the west now. The worst is coming from the west now. This is not Kwame Nkrumah's western region we used to know.
Okay.
And they are trying to magic Kwame Nkrumah's name again. We are not going to take this lightly. Now we are angry enough. We are angry enough because we cannot touch Kwame Nkrumah and go scot-free. You can bring your reporters on the ground to pick intelligence and know how this issue has really affected the good people of Nzuma.
I see.
And I know this is going to translate into votes come December 27th and December 7th. And if they are not careful, it's going to be a disgrace in the Nzuma areas. And this, our regional chairman, is an Nzuma. He has to also come out to come and apologize on his behalf for us to know, because we have all benefited from the activities and infrastructure and all the investments of Nkrumah. So what we are saying is that we need an apology from him, or he should forget about coming.
Thank you. We hear you, Dr. Patrick. H.A. Kwesi is Western Nzema Youth League leader. We're grateful that you spent your morning with us. Dr. Nyahonya Otamaklu is still on the other line. It's 40 minutes after 8 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Doc, would you say that our politics has degenerated or deteriorated to the point that even national heroes, I mean, a tower like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, would have to be denigrated on a big platform as that right before His Royal Majesty of 2482? Would you say we have gotten there, or we are now getting there?
Well, if you listen to what Otumfo said carefully, to me, he was advising him. Because if you use the word perception, it means a lot. I don't speak P, but I follow him carefully. Now, if you have been advised by such a person at such a level, you don't get on another platform just few meters away and behave the way you are behaving. That's why I say the man is not arrogant. The man has a complex. And that has to be seen to by a psychiatrist. Now, what really is disturbing, and I keep on saying that this present administration has robbed us as a nation a lot. And some of them we know where their properties are. They shouldn't make that mistake. Martin Upoku Prempe, we know where his properties are. We know what he has got at the area. We know other things that he has. When did he get into politics?
92.7.
I met and knew his father years ago. He was a gentleman. That was years back when President J. Kufuor lost the mother. I was close to Kufuor. I stayed 2 weeks in Kumasi because of Kufuor. I even went, not I went, I asked my driver to take me to the burial grounds in the night.
Right.
And when Kufuor saw me, he said, hey, you are not afraid. I said, me? The royal background I have, let's say, nobody can touch me here. He's a day, he's alive, you can ask him. And I believe he has not forgotten me. Now, when I listen to Mensa Thompson recently concerning a plant, an electrical plant being moved from Takoradi to Kumasi, and the amount of money that was being asked for by the company that was to handle that work, which later changed a higher figure. And I'm talking about millions of dollars. Later, the work was done by our own people at a lower cost. Matthew Poko cannot tell me that his hands are clean. They want to destroy that party, the party of great people like DJ Darucha, Araram Ponsa, Odoe Sais, Peter Alhajete, Keji Osebonzo, and many selfless people. They cannot destroy it. At the right time, I've said it and I'm saying it again, that party will be restructured. That's all. Thank you.
The party will be restructured. Means that you are not happy with the current happenings.
But I won't call you a politician, but you are one of the, I think, very good journalists in this country.
3FM
If you follow
92.7.
politics carefully, in the civilized world, it has been happening. That party that was formed by these great names I mentioned, who died as paupers. Whoever believes that J.H. Mensah never owned a property? I mean, some of these things when I'm talking about, I want all the others who probably might prove me wrong to come up. Because I speak on fact. J.H. Mensah had no property. Arab was down.
3FM
We know this thing.
92.7.
How will what did they have? Their own relatives. What did they have? Nothing. These are selfless people. And these are the type of people we want to lead Ghana now. People who are first and foremost concerned about the rank and file, the ordinary person in this country. These are the type of leaders we want. Not this thievery that is going on. That must stop. If Mahama comes to government tomorrow, or whoever comes to government tomorrow, and they don't change this sort of position, that they have to see to the interests of the ordinary person first, I will fight them on that I'm fighting now. That's all.
If you have asked for the president to speak up, and then you have given Dr. Bawumia two options, either to ask his running mate to apologize, or that he himself will resign if he really has his integrity intact. If these things do not happen, what would that tell you of your own party?
Look, if they fail to happen, it comes to confirm what all along I've been thinking. I said on air and television
92.7.
just about 6 weeks ago that Bawumia is not his own man. Bawumia had never picked a running mate himself. The records are there. I have got the tapes. If you doubt come, I'll give them to you. Bawumia will eventually have to fall on, or he will be forced to pick a running mate from the Ashanti region. I said it. And I went further to say that is going to destroy our monopoly that we have enjoyed for years in the region. Now, mind you, when we are going to the elections on the 7th of December, we are going to have other political interests, parties, I mean. Alan Chiramanten is there. He will have quite a sizable amount, sizable size of the cake. The NDC will have their ties. There are people within the party, and I know within my own party, that are not happy with Bawumia as the leader of the party. Bawumia is my good friend. You can ask him. I feel sorry for him. I've handled him before.
3FM
Myself and Aliu Mahama.
92.7.
He's there. You can ask him. I feel sorry for him. But when I made that prediction that he will not be his own man, I said so because I have watched him carefully when he became the deputy to Akufo-Addo. In certain statements he made recently, he said it himself, that he's not a driver. You follow me? So, if he's not himself, he was not able to pick his own running mate. Akufo-Addo pick his own running mate.
92.7.
Jekufo pick his own running mate. Edubuaine pick Roland Alassane his own running mate. And they work beautifully. Look at where we are now.
3FM 92.7.
They should not think, and let me repeat that, they should not think they can use that kakashi that they used before to push the party into power.
Are you
Because let me warn Ghanaians,
3FM
if they did
92.7.
what will happen in this country, we shall all be sorry.
Sir, are you suggesting that Dr. Bawumia did not pick Dr. Matthew Pugu-Prempeh and that it was forced on him, the running mate position and who to choose?
I said,
3FM
I have even talked about that earlier. I have the thing. One of these stations, I think either Joy or one of these stations, or even your station, interviewed me.
3FM
And I said it. Or maybe Ben
92.7.
Akapo or somebody. You follow me? I said he cannot pick his own choice. He will be given whom to go with.
92.7.
And unfortunately, that was what happened. If it had been me, Nyaho Tamaguru, I would resign on principle.
I see.
Akufo knows what he's doing. I know Akufo very well. He knows what he's doing. And whenever he throws the bait to them, they just pick it. And that shocks me. Look at people like Yao Sakomanko. Yao is a very intelligent man. But look at where he is now. He should have been among some of the earlier people to say no on principle. Yao,
92.7.
as I knew him before. And he can't talk. Yao cannot talk. And he calls himself senior minister or whatever it is, I don't know.
But sir, who are these people who, according to you, forced Dr. Matthew Pugu-Prempeh on Dr. Bawumia?
Look, they don't not expect me to list names to. I said, look, the party
92.7.
has a tradition. And when you are picked as the leader of the party, you are given the liberty to pick your own running mate. The party will not force it on you. No, don't forget, earlier on, I was not even in Ghana here. I was all the far away in Serbia. Akufo-Addo initially picked a lady who is now ambassador in Washington, D.C. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
And that was not agreed on by the leadership of the party, headed by B.J. Darucha.
3FM
And Darucha and the others came out with their reasons. Then he brought in, I want you to see how the democracy operates in that party. But until lately, that party was a democratic party. Still, Akufo-Addo was given
3FM
the option
92.7.
to make his choice and went in for Bawumia. For what reasons, I don't know. You follow me? I have never met Bawumia then. Late, when I came down, I met Bawumia. A nice gentleman, very nice to talk to. But Bawumia should have been handled differently. I have handled him before for a brief period.
3FM
So
92.7.
he gets somebody who really knows the party, somebody who believes in democracy. Bawumia would not have been behaving the way he's been behaving now. You follow me? Akufo-Addo has total control over our party, total control over this country. And I will say he is the only one who has really enjoyed the 1992 Constitution more than any leader in the Fourth Republic.
Let me ask you this, and I want a very candid answer from you, sir. You look at Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh's credentials. I mean, academically, you look at his, work experience. You look at his politics. He's been in parliament. He's been a minister in different capacities. You look at him as a royal. You look at his background, and some say he's the best pair of hands to partner Dr. Bawumia. Do you share in that mindset?
Well, let me start from the top, from the bottom. Royal. I am a royal. I am a typical royal. You can ask us something, and he knows it. Not the present one, even. The present one knows it. His predecessor, Opoku Wadisega, knows it. You follow me? My own grand-uncle, who was a lawyer, in Kumasi, had been a legal advisor and a lawyer to two Asante units until he died. I'm talking about Ajiman Prempeh II. So I know that. Look, I know the relationship between our house, Nyahotamako house, and the Manshia. I said, Otunfu, who is there now, he knows it. His predecessor knows it. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
And I've been to Manshia not once, not twice, on several occasions, especially when Opoku was around. So don't bring royalty in here. We are talking about people with integrity to man a nation, particularly such a poor nation like Ghana. If you have no integrity, don't get close to power. Full stop. I think I've said enough.
I didn't understand the last part.
Oh, I think I've said enough.
That's all you want to say this morning, sir?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
But you have not specifically answered my question in plain terms. Is Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh the best choice the MPP could have made at this time?
You are talking academic. We have academicians in there. He can't beat anybody academically. No, you see, when you're asking questions, you should know the MPP. There are brilliant people there. And I said this 2 weeks after Akufo-Addo has been elected as president of this country. Joy TV came to interview me. The tape is there. A lady by name, I've even forgotten the name, but I can get it.
Aisha.
You follow me? Something appear.
Right.
You follow me? She spent 2 hours, 15 minutes with me. I know for a fact that she was sent down there for a purpose. I'm not a kid. We went through the meal. And one question she asked me, she said, Doctor, you said Akufo-Addo cannot win the election. Now that he's president, what do you say? You now have to change the statement you made. I said, no, I stand by it. But it is too early to judge him now. Let's see what will happen. That was after I have made my original statement on the 6th of December 2016, when I warned Ghanaians not to vote him in.
The best in the morning.
Those around him now, who knows him better? Those of us who know him very, very well, we can tell him exactly, Danado, you are going the wrong way. None of them is around him. None. And that is why he's failing. I'm telling you.
I see.
Right? At least one has been there. I don't think Nanado will go the way he's going. Because Nanado by nature is not a bad man. I can see that he's been surrounded by wolves. The wolves have taken over the running of the political, what do you call it, ideas that he originally had. That is why we are where we are. That's all.
Sir, my final question to you is that Napo has now, whether you like it or not, been selected by the NPP. If you had an advice for him, somebody who has lived through the times and the different generations and have seen politicians of all sorts, what would you say to him if you had a chance to advise him?
No. The only thing I will tell him is that
3FM
he should go to
92.7.
J. Kufuor, President Kufuor, and apologize to Kufuor. That's the only person I want. He should apologize to Kufuor, because when Kufuor took over this country was in shambles.
92.7.
He was able to straighten things. I would even like to refer him to the demand that is being put up by the CPP people. No, I'm not the CPP man. I will ask him to go and apologize to Kufuor. Because without Kufuor, at least when we took over in 20,000, we wouldn't have got to where we are today.
3FM
And Kufuor makes certain very,
92.7.
very profound statements. People don't seem to think about it. If we had listened, like I also said, they might have been on a different platform now. He should go to Kufuor with his hands behind him, nail before him, and beg him for that sort of statement that he has made. If you don't tell me that the net he threw, Kufuor was outside the net, what was inside the net? We are not kids.
3FM 92.7.
We are not kids. As for me, I will not advise him. Because I've already told you what his problem is. It's not arrogance. It's inferiority complex. And he needs the help of a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychiatrist. So that's all.
I hear you. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, senior statesman, soldier, doctor, and also a foundation member of the NPP. We're grateful that you spent your morning with us here. Thank you. It's 1 minute after 9 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. I got in studio Nanaya Achimpim Jantwa and Joyce Bar Mokhtari, special aid to the former president John Dramani Mahama. In a bit, we'll engage with them.
The battle has ended. And thus, Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever.
The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM. The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM.
Here the king of Africa, Lord God have mercy. This one is a special dedication to
The best in the morning is on 92.7.